Hey guys, Hector here. And so lately I've seen this blog post going around the internet about Baby Metal maybe changing their members, at least the girls, not the band members, not the Kami band, because they've actually changed those members a bit. There's speculation that they might change the girls because, like some idol groups, once the girls get to a certain age, they kind of graduate out of the group and then they bring in younger girls. But that's usually with like full-on idol groups. The thing about Baby Metal is that it's kind of like a mixture of an idol band with heavy metal, because it has idol singing and dancing with heavy metal music. But still, it's not really an idol band, and even just regular idol bands, like full-on bands that might have some people that might have been idol members. I'm not 100% sure about bands that were only idol members, but some bands that have had former idol members always stick with the same members. But then the groups that are mainly idol groups, and then they also might do some musical stuff on the side, those groups usually switch out the members once they get old enough. I've heard that they do that because once they get to a certain age, they can like try and get more money, and so the people who are in charge of it are like, all right, forget that, we'll bring in some younger people and then they can work for less money. That's something that I've heard, but there's a bunch of other reasons that people speculate, like supposedly they just like the appeal of the younger girls, and then they get too old so they just want to get younger people. That's a thought. And then of course when it comes to music, a lot of times in Japan they have girls with younger voices, and same with in anime, they usually have girls with a certain higher pitched voice. Like I've talked with people from Japan, and they even kind of make fun of how some girls in anime have certain voices when regular people in Japan, regular women in Japan, don't have that high pitch of a voice. So that might be another thing. But I kind of don't think that they're going to switch out the members, because of course this is just speculation based on other idol groups and other idol bands and stuff. But again, this isn't really just an idol band. And even if it was this is really part idol band, because they did get the three girls from an idol group, I believe it's Sakura Gakuin, and they had no idea about any of this, and they just, were built by a corporation basically. And so that's probably why some people are thinking, yeah, this is going to happen. They're going to graduate, or I don't know if they'd even call that graduating, because Su-Metal's already 18, Yui Metal and Moa Metal are 16. They're going to be 17, one of them this month, one of them next month. And so sometimes when they get to 18, they graduate. Sometimes in the early to mid-20s, they graduate. But again, this is just a different thing, I think, because not only is it a whole different monster that they've created, but it's become so famous all around the world, and it has fans from all around the world, that I think if they did do it, it would upset a huge amount of fans from all over the world, and they just wouldn't put up with it, and Baby Metal would just kind of crumble. So even if they did do it, I think it would be a huge financial misstep, but that's just my opinion. I think some people in Japan might be fine with it, like how some of them are fine with idol groups, like they replace members and they're just fine with it and things keep going on. Not 100% sure if the newer members would do some of the older songs that have already been established. I think they might in some idol groups, but if that happened with Baby Metal, I think people would be even more upset with it. And well, I just think outside of Japan, people wouldn't put up with it. But I would like your guys' opinion. I would love you guys to leave a comment telling me, well, for one, do you think that they would switch out the members? And two, if they did switch out the members, would you still listen to Baby Metal? Would you still buy their albums? Would you still purchase their merchandise? And for me personally, if they switched them out and they still try to play their old songs, I wouldn't buy their new stuff. I wouldn't continue buying albums, supporting the group, buying merchandise. But maybe if they switched out the girls and only did new songs, maybe I would still support them, because, maybe it sounds bad that I would still support them, but I would say I would support them because it's kind of hard to find that heavy of a metal music with clean vocals, and that's something that I really, really like. But I would like to hear your guys' opinions, so please leave a comment. And I guess that's really all I got to say. So yeah, just leave a comment, tell me what you guys think. And you can also subscribe to my channel if you want to see more Japanese and otaku related things. Sometimes I do vlogs, and sometimes I do product reviews. So yeah, I guess that's it. See you guys later. And as always, don't be afraid to be an otaku.